Tonight we are learning new information about an attempt to bribe an Arkansas medical marijuana commissioner. That bribe would have been in exchange for a high score to legally be able to grow pot. 4229's Brett Rains spoke with one commissioner from our area about how this concerns a lot of people now.
In this letter from the Attorney General to the Supreme Court, a commissioner said he was offered a bribe and did not report it. But the letter says the commissioner did not accept the bribe. Now, some say the process for bringing medical marijuana to Arkansas is concerning and is creating a lot of anger. The letter does not name the commissioner, but says he gave Natural State Ergonomics the highest score of any judges, and it was the second highest score he issued out of all the applicants. We checked. Natural State Ergonomics received a score of 90 by Medical Marijuana Commissioner Dr. Carlos Roman. The other commissioner's scores were in the 60s and 70s. It was the second highest score that Dr. Roman awarded to all the applicants. We reached out to Dr. Roman and to Natural State Ergonomics, but neither have returned our calls.
I personally have never been offered any bribes.
Commissioner Travis Story says an attempted bribe is concerning, but not surprising.
I think given the nature of medical marijuana and some of the various groups who may not be willing to play by the rules that we've set out, it's not surprising that someone would attempt to try to make a bribe to one of the commissioners.
In the mind of patients, that raises a lot of red flags, and it's also creating a lot of anger among patients who all they've seen so far is delay, delay, delay.
Storm Nolan is with River Valley Relief. The Fort Smith Company is the first runner-up to receive a license to legally grow pot. Nolan was hoping to turn this 83,000 square foot building into a cultivation facility.
If we were granted a license, we would start construction immediately and turn this into a bunch of indoor growing spaces.
Both Nolan and Story say their main concern is for the patients who are left waiting.
They're constitutionally entitled to their medical cannabis.
How do we get back to what the people have ultimately voted for? We're trying to bring medical marijuana to Arkansas in the safest, most efficient way possible.
We should mention that Commissioner Story is also named in the lawsuit that's being reviewed by the Supreme Court. The suit claims that Story's scoring may have also been biased, which is something that he denies. River Valley Relief has also filed to intervene in the case. In Fort Smith, Brett Rains, 4029 News.